Let's talk about zoom out a bit about a place for mediation, a place for peace process, a place for coexistence, because at the end of the day, that discussion must be had.
Definitely.
Do we see that in the near future? Is there willingness on Israel's part, for instance, to have conversations about the two-state solution and somehow figure this, coexistence with the Palestinian people?
I said it, I gave this example a few times, and again, what I'm saying, I ask you and the viewers not to believe me, because I'm biased. Go and read the details. In 2000, in Camp David, the then Prime Minister Barak offered the Palestinians in writing 95% of the territory and the whole population, shrinking Israeli settlements in geography to keep the 5%. And even for the 5% to give them another territory in the Israeli sovereign territory, as an exchange of, but they refused. Will this be always the case? I try to be optimistic. And
I was going to say be a bit optimistic.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm optimistic, because I read history.
Yeah.
Both of us can think of so many cases where nations, countries, people were fighting for centuries sometimes, and eventually came to terms and coexisted. Unfortunately, the question is how much blood has to be shed. Some people, like the Hamas, don't care about the blood. Iran doesn't care about the blood of the Arabs. Not about blood, but about the Arab blood. So for them, it's a tool for the Ayatollahs in Iran. So yes, I'm optimistic. I grew up in a city in Haifa, which is a mixed city. 20% of the population of Israel are Arab Israelis. So Haifa, I was growing up with Arabs in Haifa. The best friend of my father was an Arab Christian. So it's not about coexistence, it's about finding a solution, and we will find a solution. We need someone on the other side to agree to a solution. I want to see a Palestinian, again, it's not the issue today, I want to see the Palestinian Authority coming and saying, you remember the offer you gave us in 2000? Bring it back to the table. Why don't we see anybody saying it? Pass the ball to the Israeli court. If you don't believe in us, pass the ball to us. Put the burden on us to refuse. All offers that were put on the table by the international community were rejected by the Palestinians. But again, I will not go there because the issue is the Hamas. And in 2006, the European Union offered the Hamas, put down your arms, acknowledge the existence of Israel, we will take care of the development of Gaza. It took them 24 hours to refuse. Chancellor Merkel offered them the same. They rejected it.
The US President Joe Biden is visiting Israel tomorrow,
Yes.
obviously to show support and to sort of shine a spotlight on this specific issue. Do we expect any sort of different, sort of like a different phase into this question as soon as he lands? Is there anything that is sort of planned for this visit? Again,
probably there will be some kind of an interim humanitarian, how would I call it, move, either bringing in trucks with supply. There are almost 2,000 US citizens or those who carry dual citizenship in Gaza, and so on.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for talking to us and shining a spotlight on what's happening in that part of the world. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for hosting. Thank you.
Appreciate it.